10th of April.
10th of April.
Yes.
So Purpadim is on the 28th.
Yes, Maharaj. 28th of March. We are going on 19th March and coming on 10th of April back.
Okay.
But there seems to be having a situation they need, like a RT-PCR negative test.
What's that?
Reverse transcript, that test for the COVID certificate seems to me.
Oh, you need a certificate.
Yeah.
So why don't you get the vaccine?
I'm not sure, man. At present, everybody not taken here. They are still giving to the elderly people.
Oh,
After 60 years, they are getting more than 60 years.
I see.
Charlie Maharaj said that when his disciples took the vaccine and got sick after, they were healthy before it. He said.
So how will you get the verification?
We have to go to a hospital to get the test.
Oh. There's a place there you can go?
Yeah, it is nearby only, but we have to go by a bus or a taxi. It takes like 1 hour, maximum half an hour or 45 minutes.
And if you go on the plane and come off, they don't need your test again?
Again, you have to test in Navadip.
Oh. Dandavad Srasraj, Prabhu.
Dandavad Maharaj.
Dandavad Rasraj Prabhu.
Dandavad Shanta Maharaj.
Dandavad.
Dandavad Pranam Master Raj Prabhu.
Hey, Dandavad Krishna Keshav.
It's creating some problem. This Google Meet, it stopped my camera.
Huh.
What is they doing? I don't know.
How are you doing, Maharaj?
I am fine.
You are getting the vaccine or not?
No, I didn't get it yet. My doctor asked me. I told him I'm waiting for the Johnson & Johnson vaccines. I only need to get one.
Okay.
You got yours already, you said?
No, I tried to make appointment, but I never get it. It depends on the location where you live. For example, I live in Long Island, but when I check in the website, they say Queens residents only or Brooklyn residents only. So when I use my zip code, doesn't come out.
Your doctor won't give you?
I didn't go to the doctor, but I see that in this town, Hempstead, I saw today that they came in the mail that they have a truck. They will do in this city. We start to do vaccines for the residents. So probably we'll wait a little more and see if we can get it from there. It's just for the city of Hempstead.
Okay.
So maybe it will be easier because I tried to apply so many times and they say I qualify, but then when I try to get the appointment, I don't get any.
Yeah. Yeah, I heard that's a problem. A lot of people are having that.
Yeah, but my wife, my daughter, my son, all of them have the vaccine.
Oh, really?
Because my wife and my son are teachers.
I
they
see.
have priority. And my daughter is a pharmacist, so they also she got the yesterday she got the first dose.
And she can't get you in?
No, because it's for the employees of the pharmacy,
Oh, I see.
so I still have to wait. Yeah, well, I mean,
That's it.
How the vaccine is working, Maharaj? Is a positive report?
I heard it's okay. 90% or more effective.
In India now, many people are taking vaccine after the prime minister, taken the vaccine.
Right.
follow
Before
the leader.
they were not taking, because if it is safe, then why prime minister not taking? They were asking like that.
So, Dr. Muni Maharaj, how are you? I heard you gave your talk on diabetes.
Dhanavad Maharaj. They were requesting, so I just put my thoughts on that. Gave a talk. How did Krishna Keshav show his impression on that?
He said he came, he saw, heard you, and Dr. Das was there also.
Yes, yes.
Kanupriya Didi, Haribol, Dhanavad.
Dandavas Kanupriya Didi.
You're muted.
This Bharat Maharaj, that
Yes.
son of Lord
Dandava,
brother
sorry,
of
I was muted.
Lord Ram,
Who's that?
he was
Hare Krishna, everybody.
Hare Krishna.
Bharat,
Hare Krishna.
King Bharat, the brother of Lord Ram,
The father of who?
the brother,
Lord
brother.
Ram. Huh?
Yes,
What did she
yes,
say?
yes, Maharaj.
Father of Lord Ram.
Father of Lord Ram. What happened?
Not father, brother Maharaj.
Brother. Oh, King Bharat. He's talking about King Bharata.
Oh. Your voice is kind of not hard, not easy to understand what you're saying. Some problem with your mic?
Is it louder now, Maharaj?
A little bit. Yeah, talk. Talk,
Was
Maharaj. Huh?
Bharat Maharaj,
Yes.
he used to stay in a cow shed, and he used to eat barley and with the cow urine. That was his food. So
King
that type
Bharat.
of life is very good for diabetes, Maharaj.
I see.
King Bharat would eat the barley and drink the cow urine.
So Ram, I heard, ate jamun fruit.
Oh,
You know that?
I'm hearing from you, Maharaj.
Yes, I heard that he ate the jamun fruit, and he was living on only that. So they consider that jamun fruit to be the king, the tree of the gods.
Yes, Maharaj.
He accepted it from Sabari.
From where?
That Sabari, one devotee, old lady, she was first tasting, and then she was giving that to Lord Ram.
Oh, really?
Yes.
I told in the talk, Maharaj, that the recommendation is that once you get diabetes, then you should take sannyas, and one should walk from one door to another door and eat only on begging, and you should never stay in one place.
Yeah,
That is the advice.
that's a good idea. I think it's a good idea. I find the seed is very good. The powdered seed
Yes, Maharaj.
of the jamun beach is
They are
also
very
very,
good.
very. I think I like that better than the juice, than
Of
the
course.
than the crystal.
Yeah,
They
the
have
seed is superior. The seed is
superior.
superior.
Superior, yes.
How do you take that, Maharaj?
You
The
have to
powdered seed?
put it in some water. I take it in some water, but you can sprinkle it on your food also. I think and eat it that way.
little bit lukewarm water, Maharaj, is better.
Yes, I take put it in cold water, lukewarm water.
And and for your condition,
The
Maharaj,
lukewarm water increase the absorption.
Oh yes.
Yes, because what happens when you drink the cold water, then whole blood has to rush to the stomach to make the water warm. So that is not good. If that is a medicinal kind of thing, like some kind of like juice from radish or other things, then it is okay not hitting warm. But otherwise, generally you should take it with warm water.
Okay, okay,
and at least half an hour or 1 hour before you take food.
okay. How much do you take? 1 teaspoon?
Yes, Maharaj, one teaspoon.
1 teaspoonful?
And Maharaj, I'm asking you another question. Is lemon bad for you? Lemon juice?
No, no, not bad. No.
No. So Maharaj, you should take lemon every day with every meal.
Oh yes. What does that do?
Yes, Maharaj. First of all, it reduces the glycemic index of any food that you take. This is the first point.
Okay.
And second point, it will remove um, the fat in the body. And thirdly, it will reduce the cholesterol, and it gives cardio protective and urinary, kidney, and many nervous problems benefits. Everywhere it is beneficial.
Can I ask a question, Maharaj? Do you take that lemon juice or water like well before eating or after eating? What's the
See,
suggestion?
I had some high cholesterol, so I started taking lemon. Okay, but nowadays I take lemon juice early in the morning with little this, ginger. Just grind the ginger and mix some lemon juice on in that, and little hot water. Hot means lukewarm water. Once in morning, once in evening. So it is very good. Maharaj, in the beginning it may be difficult for you, but so you can start, like, if it is difficult directly, then just put it on your, like, sabji or something, and that way you will not feel the lack of salt also. And
The lack of
over the time, salt.
I don't feel any lack of salt.
No, but the lemon juice will give you a salty taste, but it is
Oh,
not salt. It is not salt, and it will actually give you protection from everything.
You should take the fresh one, Maharaj, not the one that kept in the you know
Fridge.
fridge.
oh no. Okay.
The water they keep it in the bottles, that is not good, Maharaj.
Uh,
No.
what was that? Sumangala? Sumangala Didi is here. Our picture is here.
She's trying to stay quiet because if she speaks, then she get caught. Oh, you are attending this program.
Oh, I
She
see.
get some counseling.
So you know that Jambu, uh, Jambu
Jambu.
Beach, and also good for blood pressure.
Yes, Maharaj.
You know that?
Ayurvedic, yes, Maharaj. Ayurvedic medicines are like holistic. They are not just one thing for one thing.
Huh?
Even the Arjuna is like that. That Arjuna Maharaj, it
Yeah.
controls not only the blood pressure or the cholesterol, but it also controls blood sugar.
Dandavats Sumangala Didi. Anyhow, I like that Jambu Beach. I think it has a good effect
I'm glad, Maharaj. Thank you. Very
from
glad.
your recommendation. We're taking that now.
Add a radish in the morning.
And yes, and so Krishna Kesha told me also about radishes. So I'm
You're
taking
taking in the morning, Maharaj?
all these weird things. I'm taking.
It is all
We should put
natural
it
things you are
together.
taking. You are taking the natural things, Maharaj. You are not
Uh,
taking anything like chemicals.
well, that's another thing. I have to take that also chemicals. I have insulin
Yes.
to take, and all that stuff. But anyhow, let's see. Those things they're not too terrible, you know.
Yes.
Well, you must try lemon juice, Maharaj.
Even Krishna Kesava is drinking that bottle gourd. That I can't stand. But
Bottle guard is very nice, Maharaj.
he
If you
takes
can
it.
take sabji, you can take sabji, Maharaj. If you cannot take the
Oh
juice,
yeah, I can take the subject.
you can steam it. Don't put so much masala or anything. Just
Okay.
steam it, and with little black pepper and lemon, you can put whatever, and you can take it. It's very nice.
And Maharaj, the best vegetable for diabetes, if you can get in America, is the potol.
What?
Potol,
Who?
We don't know what that
potol.
is.
What you call? I don't know. The small one in Bengal they use for frying. Maharaj, you might have taken in Navadip.
What does it look like?
Potol.
I don't know what they call it.
How do you spell it?
Potol, potol,
P-O?
pointed god,
Theo.
pointed god,
Potol.
pointed god,
T-O-T-O-L.
Maharaj.
Huh?
Potol.
Pointed god.
Pointed cord.
Hmm.
Pointed cord. I don't know what that is.
It is like I don't see any USA that is
Oh,
available.
it looks like a little watermelon.
No, a small one, not
Yes,
watermelon one.
yes, yes, Maharaj.
It's very
Little,
small.
little.
It's not
Uh,
like watermelon. It will be like like a mrudunga. It's like a mrudunga.
Oh
you see
yes,
it?
Maharaj. That one. Yes, yes,
Yes.
that one.
Do they have that at Patel's?
I never looked for
Must be
it.
having.
What is good? What does that do? What is
It
that?
is also it is also helping you to check the blood sugar spike, number one, and it is good for the heart.
Oh, all right. Hare Krishna. Therese, Haribol.
Hare Krishna. How is everyone
Hare
today?
Krishna.
Good.
Dandavad, Hare Krishna.
Dhanyavad.
We didn't see you last week. We thought you were okay.
Oh,
You're
I
not
was
good.
fine. I had let Christopher know ahead of time I wasn't going to be able to make it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was fine. Thank you for asking and being concerned. I missed you all.
Yes, those were those little. I don't remember you called them Toto.
Potol.
Toto. They were very good when we used to eat them.
In
They
Navadip, Maharaj, you might have taken fried
Yes,
potols.
maybe.
Yeah.
I remember, yes,
Or
I think they were
even
fried.
even sabji, juice sabji with the potatoes.
They would cut them in half, huh?
Yes.
It was a very nice subject when they made that.
And that seed was very crunchy inside. Small seed,
Yeah.
round seed. Yes.
I'm going to have to watch the playback to understand what you guys are talking about.
Did you look it up on
Can't
Google?
tell- I did, but I can't tell if it's in Patel's until I go to the store.
I mean, what is it called in English?
Pointed guard.
Pointed.
Pointed cord.
Maharaj, how that radish is doing to your body? It is okay. You can able
Yeah,
to
it's
take it.
not a problem. Here we have only the
Okay.
small round ones. They
Oh,
have
round
here
ones.
small red.
You don't have white one.
That's called daikon. The long one. and
Yeah,
daikon.
that
I
is
didn't
good.
see. We don't see that in the shop here too much. I think
Oh.
that's more Asian.
Oh. It looks like a pomegranate to me.
Yeah. Oh no, the tiny pomegranate. I don't know. Krishna Kesava always peels them. I like to eat them like that with the skin.
Oh, you like
That
it?
is actually I was telling about the white one you have to peel. I'm not sure about this one.
No, you don't have to peel it. I like
Yeah.
it just with the red.
Yeah.
He peels it and cuts it in half. I don't like that. I like to eat it just like it is.
Yeah. That is I think it looks like it can be eaten like that.
Yes, they're very nice actually.
Mm.
Sometimes they're a little hot, but
Yeah.
otherwise
Thank
it's
you, Mark.
okay.
What about beetroot? Beetroot has many good properties in it, doesn't it? I
So
just
it's not
wondered.
so good for Maharaj. I
Is
think.
it not? Beetroot's not good. No.
It can create also little bit like digestion issues also. It may be
Okay.
taken little small amount sometime, but not always.
Okay. Because I heard that was also good for blood pressure.
Yeah,
Beetroot.
something is there, but it has also
Raw.
very difficult bad effects also.
Okay.
My doctor says my blood pressure is too high.
Now, Maharaj,
Yes.
how
So, but
much it is?
I don't know. Now every day is different. But I
Okay.
told that he gave me so many different medicines for that, and they always made me feel very uncomfortable.
Hmm.
So I told him I'm not going to take those medicines. And I took the defense of Dr. Dosh. Dr. Dosh
Yes.
told me, "Oh no, that's okay. 150, 160. Don't worry about it. You're an older person, so blood
Maharaj,
pressure
you
goes
know
high."
Anulom Bilom exercise is
Which
very
one?
easy to do.
Which one?
Anulom Bilom.
On
Anulam Bilam.
Anulom Bilom. What is that?
Yes. Krishna Kesava knows.
Oh yeah.
Just take the breath from one side and
Oh
leave from
that.
another, and take from one
Yes.
side and again leave. Can you do it
Uh,
for like 15-20 minutes? It reduces the blood pressure naturally.
15, 20 minutes. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I if I can do it for 1 minute, then it's enough.
But it is very good for blood pressure, Maharaj.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Maharaj,
Naturally, it comes under control.
you must take lemon juice, Maharaj. It will
What?
reduce blood pressure.
Huh?
Lemon juice.
All right. Oh, we can get a
It will
lemon.
reduce
No
blood
problem.
every day you should take,
Can be
and
taken
not
with the
less.
meal. Can be
You can
taken with.
take with the meal. Take with the meal, Maharaj.
All
And
right.
don't take less. Don't take less.
Don't take.
Take like
Don't take less.
Don't take less.
Like take a sufficient amount.
Oh, well, that's difficult. A little bit I can
Maharaj,
take, because then it becomes some
whatever
problem. Stomach becomes acid.
Yes. Acidic, Maharaj. If you have acidic thing, you should not take it too much.
Yes.
no, but with food it will not be acidic, Maharaj.
Huh?
With food,
With food,
food
it doesn't
when
become
you
acid.
eat food, no.
Maharaj, do you recommend half a lemon, a whole lemon? What do you recommend?
If you see the Indian lemon, you see the American lemons are bigger in size. But if you see the
Oh
Indian
yes.
lemon, then maybe half of that is good to begin with.
So maybe a quarter of American lemon.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Indian lemons is like that.
Oh, Patel's has them.
They're like a radish.
Patel has them.
Huh?
Maharaj, you try and see, Maharaj, what is good for you. You try and see, Maharaj.
Nimbu. You call it nimbu
Yes.
in India, huh? Nimbu. Oh, that I can take. They're nice. Those lemons are very nice. These lemons are very acidic. Ones we have in America, they're like this, big ones.
Yeah.
And they're too strong. But the ones in India are very nice. Yes, if I could get those, I definitely can eat that.
You can get them in Patel, I think, small ones.
He said yes. Krishna Kesava said they're there. So we'll have to try to get some.
You can
Nimbu
put it
pani.
in dal. You can put it in dal. You can put in
No.
dal
Nimbu
and
pani. You know
sabji.
Nimbu pani?
Yeah, that is dangerous, Maharaj. That may create acidic
Oh,
for
really?
you. Yes,
Maharaj doesn't take the
but
dough.
then he can take in whatever food Maharaj is taking. Quinoa or
Yes.
whatever.
The lettuce. And a salad.
Are
Yes,
dals
yes.
acidic then? Generally.
Yeah,
The dal just
actually.
raises the blood sugar for Maharaj. That's why he can't take.
Oh, I see.
No, the
Horse
property of
gram dal also. Horse gram dal also.
Yes, any dal.
Uh,
no, actually, the lemon's property is that even though it is acidic, but it makes your body alkaline.
Yes. The little ones are good. I think they help. They could help. But those big
very
ones,
bad thing is the bottle ones. The bottle juice is the very bad one.
oh yes.
Yes, Maharaj. We should try to avoid the bottle packed things as much as possible, Maharaj.
So where's Amiya today? What is his
Amiya
name?
Sindhu, he's not there for last few sanghas. I could not see him also he has some bad reaction, he was saying, from something he's taken, some injection for something. He had some, tetanus or whatever. I don't know what. I don't remember
Did
now.
he have a tooth problem, Maharaj?
Yeah, tooth. Yeah, from tooth problem, he has to take some medicine. Then he got some reaction. Then he was not feeling so well for some time.
It was allergic to the antibiotics or something. Wasn't
Yeah.
it?
He has to put mustard oil
Yes.
on the tooth. If you put mustard oil, it's very good for the tooth.
Yes. Maharaj, have you ever used that oil I given you for your tooth? Iri Medadi tel?
Yes, I was doing that for some time. I didn't see any change. So
Maharaj, you have to use it with, turmeric water and this oil together.
I see.
I am using it, and my all this coloring and that deposition gone.
Oh, really?
Yes, my tooth all deposition gone now.
Huh.
And also the space also it reduced, Maharaj.
Okay.
There was a space created between the tooth, and
Oh,
it
really?
reduced, Maharaj. Yes,
Maybe it
it has.
reduced the inflammation in your gums.
I don't know what was the science behind that. I don't understand what happened. I'm also asking what happened, how it worked. I am not sure how it worked actually. Dr. Das was saying that it has created the gums strengthened. He's saying it is
In
very good
America, you
medicine.
have to pay $2,000 to put metal in your mouth to close the gaps in the teeth.
Yeah, sometimes 3,000.
They want to make money.
Did you hear from Kusham this week,
I was
Rasaraj?
just thinking of her.
You heard from her?
Well, she wrote to me that she went to the specialist for the vertigo, and the person said that looks like she found what kind of problem she has, and he said like it needs like 3 treatments, but if not getting better, then they had to go to another specialist. But it looked like it gets some hope that it can get better after some treatment. Something in the ear inside it.
Oh,
She said something about crystals. I don't know exactly what kind of crystal have in the ear, but I don't know.
Yeah.
Something that affect the
Yeah.
vertigo.
Yeah.
That's horrible. Poor thing. Yeah.
Yeah, but probably it's the side effects of medication. That
when was the last time you heard from her?
I think that was Wednesday or Thursday that she wrote to me.
Oh, okay.
Because I asked if she needed anything. She said, no, my nephew and the wife are coming in the weekend. they will bring something to them, and then she told me that about that treatment.
Mm.
It's audiologist. It's a specialist, and say that they found some way that maybe it can be better.
All right.
Maharaj, do you want us to take vaccination and come to America, New Jersey? You're
I
muted,
don't,
Muni Maharaj.
I don't know if they would allow if you're
No, they are allowing. They are allowing.
they allow it.
Hmm. America is allowing. India is not allowing people to come.
They allow.
It's like one-way trip.
Exactly.
You can go back.
Can't go
I
back.
think they will allow me because my visa is going to finish. Then they have to allow
Huh?
for Indians and not for the tourists.
Problem is, you have to go. If you go and meet people, they may. I don't know how if you can catch. If you can carry it, you may not be able to get sick, but you may carry the germs with you.
Yes,
I think.
that will be there with the vaccine also.
I think yes. I think it's best to wait
Yes,
until they lift all the restrictions. Here, everybody still there's you can't go to a restaurant or a movie or something like that where there's a lot of people.
Hmm.
Once they lift the restriction and more people have, and the number of cases are dropping, then we can think about traveling a little bit more
Mhm.
and meeting people. But
Yes,
I think for now it's better to wait and
yes,
see how the situation is going on, because now they have all kinds of different variants,
yes.
of that one germ
Mutation.
mutations. Yes,
Hmm.
and sometimes they may be worse than the original one, and also
Hmm.
sometimes more fatalities.
Yes,
So we don't want to see that become more prominent. So better
yes,
to keep a little restrictions in now and see if
yes,
those things will die
yes,
out. And what's going to happen, I don't know.
yes, Maharaj.
Anyhow, we can wait. We can wait until
Yes,
the summer or the fall, next fall. See how the
yes.
situation is.
Okay, Maharaj.
Maharaj, have you gotten the shot of the vaccine yet?
I did.
No, we have not yet.
Dr. Dash.
Uh,
Mm.
Anybody here
But
has gotten? Nobody has gotten them. You got?
My Ingo and I have the first shot tomorrow.
Oh, I see.
Our the CVS pharmacies started giving them out, so we're able
Okay.
to get them at CVS.
Okay.
Yeah. You haven't gotten yours yet?
I did not.
Yeah.
Krishna Kesava didn't get any. He's too young. They won't,
Yeah.
they won't
Yeah.
do it.
Mhm.
That's good. He's nice and healthy.
Maharaj, are you going to take the vaccine? Or,
I think so.
yeah.
I think I'll take it. I'm waiting for the time when they have only one shot because
It's available. Johnson and Johnson shot is at CVS now.
oh
It
yeah,
just it just started on Friday. Yeah.
In New Jersey, they have it.
Yeah.
yeah.
that is only one shot, Maharaj.
You only have to take it once.
Oh. But it's lifetime or after a few months again you have to take or year.
Oh,
No.
I don't think they know that. I don't think they know actually
Right.
how long it'll last because they have to do a lot of research on that,
Hmm.
and they don't know for sure.
In India, Maharaj, they said it is 8 months.
And I heard the Johnson, huh? Okay,
8 months, Maharaj. In India they're saying 8 months, and
eight
to
months.
take two vaccine you have to wait for 1 month.
I see. But I heard the Johnson injection is only 72% effective, whereas the other ones are 90% effective.
Right.
Oh, I don't know.
Well, what they're hoping is that within these 7-8 months or 1 year, they will vaccinate enough people so that it will not progress.
Yeah, so it would be so important. If the disease has become, everybody has become immune already.
Yeah.
So Joy Maharaj said the devotees have become sick after getting the vaccine. Huh? Is that what he said?
He told to some devotees they got sick. Actually, the general symptom after you take vaccine is some fever and some
And
kind of
pain.
that is natural. Actually, all vaccines that give that one,
I said.
Actually, I'm just
because what that is doing, Maharaj, it is just creating that antibodies.
Right.
It is like a pseudo injection of some virus only, but the virus is not like the dangerous one like corona, but is of a similar nature, which will create an antibody that will effectively fight against the coronavirus. That is the main mechanism.
Right.
I have friends that took the second vaccine is what got them under the weather for about 24 hours. They just were tired and run down and they had to stay in bed. And some other friends, it didn't affect them at all. So it depends on your body makeup, I guess. But it's on the second vaccine, not the first.
Maharaj, you need anything from Navadip?
Oh no, we could get everything here, Maharaj. Thank you. Your
Everything,
mercy
Maharaj?
and the
Some
devotees, mercy of the
the
devotees.
some tilak, Brahmin
Some
thread, or
tilak.
cloth, something, Maharaj, whatever. I'm not sure.
I think we could get some tilak here. You said, huh? There's some places.
Oh, okay.
When you come,
Books. You need books, Maharaj?
when you come next time, you can bring all those things if you like. Well, books, we don't have. We're not seeing anybody, so can't distribute anything yet. We just have to chant Hare Krishna now.
Krishna
So
Keshav Prabhu sent me a message that some diabetic, some review they are doing, something like that, right? You sent?
what's that?
Krishna Keshav Prabhu sent some
I was
link. Somebody is doing some.
that was it was like a clinic within a university in Sweden, and they have very cutting edge diabetes 2 treatments going on for individual, more like Ayurveda, like Prakriti is different for every single person. Their diabetic treatment for diabetes 2 is per person, not just same for everyone. And they had said that they're interested in doing in taking patients that are living in India and China for their research. So I was wondering if you reached out to them, if they would answer you, because when I reached out to them, they didn't answer me. But I'm in America and they didn't express interest in
Maybe
in
Muni Maharaj,
interaction.
Muni Maharaj can answer, contact them.
Because I was wondering if they would treat an American who's living in Bangalore or something like that. I don't know what they are willing to do. But
So let's see. Maybe we should just begin with Vandana today.
Okay, Maharaj.
Vandanam, page 38 on our Kirtan guide. Vandeham Sri
Vandeham
Guru
Shri Guru
Sri
Sri
Yuddha
Yuddha
Padakam
Padakam
Sriyuta Padakamalam
Sri
Sri
Guru
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 Vaishnava
Vaishnavam Cha
Sri Rupam
Sri Rupam
Sagrajatam
Sagrajatam
Sagana Raghunatam
Sagana
Saganaraghunatavitam
Tam
Raghunatam
Sajivam
Tam
Tam
Sajivam
Sajivam
Tadvaitam
Tam Savadutam
Advaitam
Sarvadutam Parikshana Sahitam
Parijana
Sahitam
Krishna
Sahitam
Chaitanya
Chaitanya
Devam
Chaitanya
Devam
Devam
Sri
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 Radha
Radha
Krishna
Krishna
Padam
Padam
Sagana Lalita
Sagana Lalita
Sakatmitam Sa
Sakamitam Cha
Om Agana
Om Gananatimirandasya
Mirandasya
Vinanjana
Vinanjana
Anjana
Shalakaya
Salakaya
Chakshurun
Chakshurunmilitam
Chakshurunmilitam
Jena
Jena
Tasmai
Tasmai
Shri
Shri
Gurave Namaha
Gurave Namaha
Priya Sri Guru
Shri Guru
Bhargavandita
Varga
Vandita
Vandita
Mahabhavitaya
Bhavitaya Saga
Purva Parya
Parya Parampara Pracharita
Pachalita Pragya
Prayatanta Krite
Bhakti Nirmala
Nirmala
Nirjara
Bhaktir Malani Harasya
Nibritam
Nibritam
Samakshakam
Sakam
Sadharam
Sakam
Sadaram
Sadaram
Vande Sri Guru
Sri Gurudeva
Shri
Natashira
Gurudeva
Ananta Shira
Vasudha
Acharya Varjanya
Acharya Varjam Nijam
Vajanyam
Gurva Bista
Purvavista
Supuraka
Supurakam
Guru
Guru
Ganaya
Ganai
Krishna
Gurunaira Shisha
Shambhusitam
Shambhushitam
Chintya Chintya
Chinta
Samastave
Chinta
Vedanitam
Samasthaveda Nipunam
Rupa Patana
Nirupa
Tanugam
Pantanugam
Govinda Bidam
Govinda
Vindam Vidam Ujalam Bharatanu
Bharatanum Bhaktyandritam
Bhaktyambitam Sundaram
Vande Vishwaguru
Vande Visagam
Bhagava
Charyadvaram
Premno Hipija
Nami Vijapradam
Devam Divyatam
Anum
Vadanam
Vadanam
Suchandavadanam
Vadanam Balarko
Bhavajate
Chelanchitam
Vanaka Chalanchitam
Sanananda Param Sade
Satrananda Padam Sadeka
Vairagya
Varanam
Vidya Buddhi
Vidya Vidya Buddhim
Sri Siddhanta Nidhim
Siddhantanidim
Bhakti
Subhatilasitam
Bhaktilasitam Saraswatanambaram
Samvetam
Saraswatanambaram
Subhadam
Mandikam Subhadamaniprastham
Ashishwaram Shri
Sridharam
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 Santa Saraswati Vidito
Saraswati
Gautya
Vidito Gauriya Guru Ambaye
Pato Banavir
Bhagavate
Rajagagane
Gagane
Gora
Gora
Sankirtanai
Sankirtanai
Mayavara Divingo
Mayavadara
Mayavadara
Jivanimam
Mudritya Jivanimam
Krishna Prema
Krishna Prema
Sudhadigaham
Sudadhigana
Sadat Prabhu
Sudram Tam Bhaje
Prabhum Tambaye
Namo Gaur Kishoraya
Namo Gaura Kisuraya
Akavaduta Murtaya
Bhakavaruta
Murtaye
Murtaye
Varangri Padma Murtaya
Varangiri Panagringaja
Radha
Bhava
Sevine
Nisevine
Mande Bhakti
Bhakti
Vinodam
Bhakti
Vinodam
Vinodam
Shakti Swarupadam
Pura Shakti Sarupaka
Bhakti Shashragya
Bhakti Sasya Savyam
Adharasa Siddha
Rasa
Sudanidhim
Sudanidhim
Ora Vrajashita
Rajas Prasita
Pura
Sai वैष्णवेर्वन्द्य विग्रहम्
Sarvabandhya Vigraham
जगन्नाथ प्रभुं
Jagannatha
वन्दे
Prabhum Vande
प्रेमाब्धि
Sri
विद्यवैष्णवम्
Vaishnavam
Panchakalpa Tarubhyascha
Panchakapatarubhyascha
Vipasindhubhyevacha
Kripa Sindhu
Patitanam
Vyayevacha
Bhavanebho
Patitanam Bhavanebho
Vaishnavebhyo Namo
नमो
Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishnam
Tattvamakam Krishnam
Bhaktarupa Sarupakam
Bhattarupa Sarupakam
Bhaktavataram
अवतारं भक्ताख्यं
Bhattavataram
Namami Bhakta
श्रीभक्त
Shaktika
Namami
शक्तिकं
Bhakta Shaktikam
Namo
नमो
Maha
महावदन्याय
Krishna
Mahavadanyaya
Prema
कृष्ण प्रेम
Pradaya
Prema
प्रदायते
Pradayate
Krishnaya Krishna
कृष्णाय
Chaitanya
कृष्ण
Krishnaya
चैतन्य
Krishna
नाम्ने
Namne
Chaitanya
Goratrise
Gaura Pitse
नमः
Namaha
Jayatam Sorato
सुरतो
Pango
भूर्भुवस्सुरगुप्तं
Amamanda
विजगति
Matergati
Mamamanda
Matsarvasa
Mater
कृष्ण
Padambo
Jagati
पादाम्बुजौ
Sarvasa
राधा
Radhabhaktam
मदन मोहनं
Madana Mohano
Divyad Vrindaranyaka
वृन्दारण्यकान्तनादौ
Vrindaranyaka Sadrumaga
Madranagara Saraswati
Nagara Simhasanastau
Srigandharva
शिल गोविन्द
Gandharva
देव
Stila
Praise the
Govinda
Libhi
देवी
Sevaman
सत्त्वान् स्मरामि
Sriman Rasa Rasaramni
Saramni
Sivata Tata Sita
Tata Tata
Harshan Venu
Stita
Swaner Gopi
Venu Swaner
Gopinatha
Gopi
Shri
Gopinata Siestu Naha
Vrindai Tulsi Deva
Vrindayai Tulasi
Jai
Devya
Keshavascha
Jai
Krishna Bhakti
Kesavasya
Pradidevi
Bhakti
Natavachai Namo
नमो
Namaste
नमः
Namo Namaha
Atranatva Manta Guru Gurun
Mantaguru
Bhagavatar
भगवता
Tada
तदा
Bhagavatar
Vyasan
Tadam
Jagad Gurun Natva
Sanjagat
Bodhaya
प्रपद्याय
Mudire
मुदीरये
Toya Mudiraye
Jai Saparika Shri
जय श्री
Guru
श्री गुरु
Gauranga
गौरांग गंधर्वा
Hara
Gandharva
Padmanam Jayastu
जयस्तु
Sundarastatmanam Jajastu
Shri Krishna Chaitanya
चैतन्य
Sri Krishna
Prabhu
Chaitanya
Nityananda
आनंद
Prabhu
Shri Advaita
Nityananda Shri
Gadadhara
Advaita
Srivasadi Gaur
Gadadhara
भक्त
Bhaktivinoda
वृंद
Vasant Bhaktavinda
Hare Krishna Hare Krishna
Hare Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Krishna
Hare
Krishna
Hare
Krishna Hare
Hare Rama
Hare
Hare Rama
हरे राम
Hare
Rama
Rama
राम
Rama
Hare
राम
Rama
हरे
Hare
हरे
Rama
Jai
Hare
Srila Prabhupada,
Hare
Srila Guru Maharaj, Srila Gurudev, Srila Chardev ki Jai.
जय
Jai Giri
Jai
Govardhana ki Jai.
जय
Jai Samaveda Bhaktivinoda ki
Jai
Jai.
जय
Jai Go
Ki
Premanandi.
Jai
हरि
Hari
हरि बोल
Hare 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 Bo
जय विष्णुपाद परमंश परिव्राजक जगत गुरु शिल भक्ति माधव पुरी महाराज की जय
Jai
Jai Srila Bhaktidev.
Niskam Shanta.
Jai Srila Bhakti Nishkam Santa Maharaj, Sripad Bhakti Vigyan Muni Maharaj, Sriman Rasaraj Prabhu, Srimati Kanupriya Devi, Sriman Krishna Kesava Prabhu, and Bhakti Therese Devi Didi Ki Jai.
जय
Jai
All right. And Muni Maharaj, are you going to go to sleep soon or what?
ऑलरेडी प्रिपेयर्ड महाराज
You already past your bedtime. Maybe we should ask you if you like to sing some bhajan
Friends, sing first, yeah.
before you go to sleep, huh? If you have a good connection, I don't know if I don't know if your connection is good. We can. It seems to be very
I think he's
on and
not
off.
using the microphone that headphone. That's why the sound is low.
Oh, I see.
Songs.
What song?
Which song would you like?
Yeah, do you know Yasamati Dandana? Your connection, I think, is not good. Huh? Your picture is going and stopping.
I'm searching for that one.
Oh, page 16.
16.
Okay, I got
One
it,
six.
Maharaj.
Okay.
Yashomati Nandan Brajabar Nagar Gokul Ranjan Kana
Yasodandana
Yasomati Nandana
Brajabhara
Brajavarana Gokula
Gokularanjanakana
Ranjana Kana
Gopi Paranadhan Madan Manohar Kaliya Daman Bidhana
Gopi Paranadhana
Gopi
Madan
Adana
Manohara
Manohara
Paranadhana
Kaliya
Kaliya
Damana
Kaliya
Vidhana
Damana Vidhana
Amal Hari Naam Miya Vilasa Amal Hari Naam
Amala Harina Mamiya Vilasa
Mamiya Vilasa.
Vipinapuram.
You lost the connection बोल रहे हैं.
Oh, it's coming. Google Meet is giving some problem, Maharaj.
Oh.
विपिन पुरंदर नवीन नगर बर वंशी बदन सुवासा
Vipina Purandara Navinagara
Vangsi
Vanshivadana
ब्रज जन पालन असुर कुल नासन नंद गोधन रखवाला
Brajajana Palana Asur Kulanasana Nanda Godana Rakvala
गोविंद माधव नवनीत तस्कर सुंदर नंद गोपाला
Govinda Madhava
Govinda
Navanita
Madhava
Taskara
Navnita
Sundara
Taskara
Nanda Gopala
Sundarananda Gopala
जामुन तट चर गोपी बसन हर रासर कृपा माया
Yamuna
Muna
Tatarata
Tatachara Gopi Vasanahara
Prasara
Rasara Sika Kripa Moya
Moya.
Sri Radha Vallabha Vrindavara
Vrindavana Natava
Bhakati
Bhakati
Vinoda Ashraya
Vinodashraya.
We're not hearing.
He finished, Maharaj.
Finished? Okay. Thank you, Maharaj. So where's Uma Devi today?
Oh, I'm not seen her here, but she was in the Muni Maharaj, that Ayurvedic program.
Oh, I see.
Maybe
Okay.
she was a little busy today.
Okay.
She joined also in the afternoon. We had some Hindi program with Nepal devotees. She joined that.
I see. All right. And Shanta Maharaj,
Yes, Maharaj.
which bhajan would you like to say?
Anything Maharaj specific you want, Maharaj?
And all are special.
Okay. Okay, Maharaj. Then we'll sing Gurudev's bhajan, Maharaj.
Which one?
Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya.
What page?
Let me check, Maharaj. It is 29, Maharaj.
Okay.
Got it, Maharaj? Shall I start?
Yes, you start.
Gurudev kripa bindu diya karo ei dase tinapekha oti dina.
Gurudev
Gurudev
Gurudev Kripa
Kripa
Bindu
Bindu
Diya
Diya Koro Edase
Guru Dase Tinapeksha
Tinapeksha
Dina
Dina
सकल सहने बल दिया करो निज माने स्पृहाहीन.
Sakala
Kale Sahane
Bharatiya
Baladiya
Koro
Koro
Nijamane
Niyamane
Spriyahina
Srihadina
सकल सम्मान करिते सकति देहनाथ যথাযথ.
Sakale Saman
Kale Samane
Adite
Kurite
Sakati
Sakati Dehonata
Dehanata
Yata
Yata
Jata
আমি তবে তো গাইব হরি নাম সুখে অপরাধ হবে হত.
Tabe Tagai
Abe
Bo
Togai
Harina
Bo
Sukhe Aparade
Suki Aparata Habe Hoto
কবে হেন কৃপা লভিয়া এ জন কৃতার্থ হইবে নাথ.
Kabe
Aveheno Kripa Navijaya Janata Haivenata
শক্তি বুদ্ধি নামি অতি দিন কর্মরে আত্মসাত.
Shakti
Shakti
Buddhi
Buddhi
Jati
Namidina
Paramodya
যোগ্যতা বিচারে কিছু নাহি পায় তোমার করুণা সার.
Yogyata
Yogyata
Vichai
Vichare
Kichunahi
Nahi
Pai
Pai
Tamara Karuna
Tamarakaruna
Sara
Sara
করুণা না হইলে কান্দিয়া কান্দিয়া প্রাণ না রাখিব আর.
Karuna na hoile kandiya
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 pranana
Pranara
rakhibo ara.
Kiboara
জয় গুরু দেব জয় গুরু দেব গুরু দেব জয় গুরু দেব.
Jaya Guru
Jaya
Deva
Guru
Jaya Guru
Deva
Deva
Jaya Guru Deva
Guru
Jaya
Deva
Guru Deva Jaya Guru Deva
জয় গুরু দেব জয় গুরু দেব গুরু দেব জয় গুরু দেব.
Jaya Guru
Jaya Guru
Deva
Deva Jaya
Jaya
Guru
Guru
Deva Jaya
Deva
Guru Deva Jaya
Jaya Bo Ralasi Rasaraj Bo.
Yes, Maharaj.
Which Maharaj would you?
Any song?
Any song. Except for Happy Birthday.
That's also the one I was selecting.
That's what you were thinking of. I'm sorry.
Twinkle little star.
It's funny you mentioned happy birthday. We'll be celebrating my my sister turned 60 on the 3rd, so we're celebrating her birthday today.
Oh,
So we'll be singing that later.
okay.
Let me see. Nitai, page 65.
65.
Nitai pada kamala koti chandra susitala jechayaya jagata judaya
Nitai pada kamala koti
Koti
chandra
Chandra
susitala jechaya jagata judaya.
Vinay nitai vinevai Radha Krishna paitenai Dritha kori dhara nitai paya
Heno nitai vine
Nitai
bhai Radha
Radha
Krishna
Krishna
paitenai Dhrida kori dhara nitai paya.
Se sambandha nahi jara Drita jama gilatara Sei pasu bada durachara
Se sambandh nahi
Yara
jara Vritha
Rita
janma gelo tar
Say
Sei pasu
Pasu
dharma
Bharadura
durachara.
Nitai na balila muke Majila samsara suke Vidya kule kikari betara
Nitai na bolilo mukhe Mojila samsara sukhe Vidyakule ki koribe tara.
Ahankare mato hoina Nitai pada pasariya Asatyere satya korimani
Ahankare
Ahankare
matahya Nitai
Nitai
pada
Para
pasariya Asatyere satya
Satyakoti
korimani.
Nitayar karuna have Braje Radha Krishna pave Dhara nitaye charandukani
Nitai
Nitai করুণা হবে ব্রজে
Raja
রাধা
Radha
কৃষ্ণ পাবে ধর নিতাই
Nitai
চরণ
Charana
দুখানি।
Nitayar charana satya Tahara sevaka nitya Nitai pada sada koro asa
নিতাইর চরণ
Charana
সত্য তাহার সেবক নিত্য নিতাই
Nitai
পদ
Pada
সদা কর
Koro
আস।
Narotama bhadatuki Nitai more karasuki Rakaranga charanirapasa
নরোত্তম বড় দুঃখী নিতাই মোরে রাখনাঙ্গা চরণের পাশ।
Dayal dayal nitai Dayal nitai Dayal nitai Dayal nitai
জয় দয়াল নিতাই জয় দয়াল নিতাই দয়াল নিতাই জয় দয়াল নিতাই।
Srila Narottam Das Thakur ki jai.
জয়।
And gonna pray out, did he?
Thundervats Maharaj?
Would you like to sing it? Sing a bhajan? Would you
Yes,
have
if
some?
you like, Maharaj.
Yes, please.
It's anything you like.
Yes, anything I like.
um, page 105.
Okay.
Amara jivana sada papirata nahi ko punyera lesha.
আমার জীবন
Adivana
সদা
Amara
পাপে রত
Jivana
nahi ka
Nahi ka
punyer lesha
Punyera Lesa.
Papire udvega diachi ekata diachi divera klesha.
পরের উদ্বেগ দিয়াছি যে কত দিয়াছি জীবের ক্লেশ
Yekata Yati Jivera Klesa.
Nija shuka lagi pape nahi dari daya hina swata pahara.
Nija
সুখ
Nija Sukha Lagi Papena
Ayahina
কর
Dayahina Swatapara.
Papa sukhe duki satamityabasi paratuka shuka kahara.
Para sukhe
সুখে দুঃখী
Parase Duke
সুখ
Sadamityabasi
কর
Paraduka Sukha Sara.
Ashesha kamana hite maji mora kroti damba parayana.
অশেষ কামনা হিতি মাঝে
Aseta
মোর
Kamana
প্রতিদম্ভ
Hite
পরায়ণ
Praditamba Parayana.
Mata mata shata vishaye mohita himsha karva vishubhana.
মদ মত্ত সদা বিষয়ে মোহিত হিংসা
Mada
গর্ভ
Mata
বিভূষণ
Sada Visaye Mohita Himsa Garba Vibhusana.
Nitralashayata shukera virata
কার্যে
akkare udyogi ahami.
নিদালস্য হত সুকার্যে বিরত
Nidralasya Hata
অকার্যে
Visaye Rata
আমি
Akarye Yogi Ami.
Pratishta lagiya satacharana lobhata shatakami.
প্রতিষ্ঠা লাগিয়া ষঠ আচরণ লোভ হত
Pratista Lagiya
সদাকামি
Satya Charana Lobdata Sadakami.
Ehina durjana sajana vachita aparati nirantara.
এহেন দুর্জন সজ্জন
Ena
বর্জিত
Durjana Sakaya
Aparadi
Vachita Aparati
নিরন্তর
Nirantara.
Shubhakarya shunya shatana tamana nanastuke jara jara.
শুভ কার্য শূন্য সদা নর্থ মন
Shubhakarya
নানাতে
Nasunya
জর জর
Sadanatama Nana Duke Jara Jara.
Vatyaki kana upaya vihina tatetina akintana.
বার্ধক্যে ক্ষণ উপায়হীন
Varyaki Kana
প্রতিদিন
Upaya
ক্ষণ
Vihina Tatedina Kichana.
Pakati vinoda prabhura charane kare tukha nivedana.
Bhakati
Bhakati Vinoda Prabhura
Bhakati
Charane
Vinoda
Hare
Prabhupada
Dukha
Dukkha
Nivedana
Nivedana
Amara Jivana Sada Papirata Nakiya Punira Desha
Amara Jivana
Amara
Papirata
Jivana
Punya
Sare Papirata
Purale
Naika Punyera Lesa
Papira Dvega Diati Yekata Diati Divira Klesha
Hare Udvega Dhyachi Jekata
Hare Re
Dhyachi
Udvega Diyati Yekata
Desha.
Diyati Jivera Klesha
Bhaktivinoda Thakur Ki Jai.
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 Thank you. Krishna Keshav, which one do you want to? One
65.
Page 165.
165?
65.
165.
165.
165.
Hari Haraye Nama Krishna. Hari Haraye Nama Krishna Yadavaya Namaha.
Hari Haraye Nama Krishna
Hare
Yadavaya
Yadavaya
Namaha
Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya Keshavaya Namaha.
Yadavaya Madhavaya
Madhavaya
Keshavaya Namaha
Madhavaya Namaha.
Gopala Govindaram Sri Madhusudan.
Gopal Govinda Ram Sri
Bala Govindaram Sri Madhusudana.
Giri Hari Gopinath Madhana Mohan.
Jai Jai Giridhari Gopinath Madana
Giridhari
Mohana
Gopinata Madana Mohana.
Shri Chaitanya Nityananda Shri Advaita Chandra.
Sri Chaitanya
Sri
Nityananda
Chaitanya Nityananda Sri Advaita Chandra.
Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Gadadhar Sivasadi Gaur Bhakta
Gadadhara Sivasadi
Vrinda
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda.
Jaya Rupa Sanatan Bhatta Raghunath.
Jaya Rup Sanatan Bhatta
Jaya Rupa
Raghunatha
Sanatan Bhatta Raghunatha.
Shri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Dasa Raghunath.
Sri Jiva Gopala Bhatta Das
Jiva Gopala
Raghunatha
Bhatta Dasa Raghunatha.
Echaya Goshani Kare Charana Vandan.
Echaye Gosai Kori
Echai
Charana
Gosai Kori
Vandan
Charana Vandana.
Yaha Hoite Vignanasa Abhista Purana.
Jaha Hoite Vignana Savishta
Ahoite Vignana
Purana
Savista Purana.
Echaya Goshani Yara Muitara Das.
Echaye Gosai Jar
Echaya
Muitara
Gosai Chara
Das
Muitarada.
Tasabara Para Renu Mora Panchagrasa.
Dasavar Padarenu Mor
Asavara Padarenu
Panchagras
Mora Panchagra.
Tandira Charana Sevi Bhakta Sanivas.
Tade Charana Sevi
Adira
Bhakta
Charana
Sanivas
Sevi Bhakta Sanipa.
Janame mora e abilas.
Janame janame more
Janame
avilas.
Avila.
Ichaya goshani yabe vraje kailavas.
Echaye gosai jabe
Ichai
braja
Gosai Yabe Vraja
koilava.
Koilava.
Radha Krishna Nitya Lila Karila Prakasha.
Braje Radha Krishna Nitya Leela
Radha
Karila
Krishna Nitya Lila
Prakasha.
Korilo Prakash.
Anande Bolo Hari Bhaja Vrindavan.
Anande bolo
Anande Bolo Vaya Vrindavana.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pade Majia Mana.
Sri Guru Vaishnava
Sri Guru
Pade
Vaishnava
Majaiya
Pade
Man.
Jayama.
Shri Guru Vaishnava Pada Padma Kari As.
Sri Guru Vaishnava Pad Padma
Sri Guru Vaishnava
Koriya.
Pada Padma Koriya.
Hari Nama Sankirtana Kahe Narottama Dasa.
Hari Nam Sankirtana Kahe
Harinama
Narottama
Sankirtana Kohe
Das.
Narotamada.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Guru
Jaya
Dev,
Jaya
Guru Dev,
Gurudev,
Guru
Gurudev,
Dev, Guru Dev.
Gurudev, Jaya Jaya
Jaya Jaya
Gurudev.
Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Guru
Jaya
Dev,
Jaya
Guru Dev, Guru
Gurudev, Gurudev,
Dev, Guru Dev.
Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Right. Therese, would you like to read the English to that?
Of course, thank you. O Lord Krishna, Yadava, Hari, Madhava, Keshava, again and again I offer my obeisance to you. All glory to Gopal, Govinda, Ram, Shri, Madhusudan, Giridhari, Gopinath, Madan, Mohan.
Very good.
All glory to Sri Chaitanya, Nityananda, Advaita Chandra, Gadadhar, Srivas, and all the Lord's devotees. All glory to Sri Rupa, Sanatan, Raghunath, Bhatta, Sri Jiva, Gopal Bhatta, and Raghunath Das. I offer my obeisance to these 6 Goswamis. By doing so, all obstacles are destroyed and all desires are fulfilled. I am a servant of these 6 Goswamis. Their foot dust is my 5 forms of sustenance. To live with the devotees who serve their feet is my desire, birth after birth. With these 6 Goswamis, when these 6 Goswamis lived in Vraha, they revealed Radha Krishna's eternal pastimes. Joyfully chant Hari and worship Vrindavan, meditating on the feet of Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas. Aspiring for the lotus feet of Sri Guru and the Vaishnavas, Narottam Das chants the holy name.
Very good.
Oh, thank you.
You're becoming very good at pronouncing these names. Huh?
Thank
Only
you.
one you keep forgetting.
Oh, which
Very
one?
good.
Raja.
Raja.
You're thinking it's pronounced like a Mexican. Raja.
Raja. Okay, I gotta remember. Raja. Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. Just gotta make a note.
Okay. We didn't get to talk about Prapanna Jivanamrita last time. We had talking about Narottam Das Thakur.
Maharaj, I'm sorry. Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Can I ask you a question about the next Ekadasi? Because
Okay.
I see that we have a different day from California. Is the 8th or is the 9th?
If I remember correctly, it was the 8th, huh? We had the 8th. What does California
Because
have
in
the 9th?
California have like in California they have the next day, so I'm not sure. I was not sure it's the 8th or the 9th.
You saw it in the Mahanet 8th, right?
Yes,
What does it say?
but I was checking the calendar for California and they have the next day, so I was
They
not
have it on the
sure.
9th, huh? Is it a Dwadasi?
Yes, but
Is it Dwadasi or Ekadasi for that? For the California?
Here on the calendar, the New York.
Oh, it says 9th here. Krishna Kesava said it says 9th.
That's on the calendar. I don't know what it says on Mahanet.
Huh? It should be the same. 9th? Where are you talking
it should
about
be
then? What are you talking about?
Well, I saw the
Mahanet?
Mahanet.
And
Yes,
it said
the
9th?
Mahanet and the calendar from California are different, one day different. But I was not sure.
Mahanet says 8th?
I don't remember right now, but what's the day difference?
Okay, well here is it Tuesday? 9th is a Tuesday?
It is 9th in
Yes.
India.
Yeah,
I think
it's
it should
9th.
be
Yes, I think it's 9th. It should be 9th.
the 9th. Okay.
Yes.
Thank you.
I have just seen one news came up that the person who taken the vaccine second dose, after 1.5 week, he got the COVID tested and having the symptom. They say that, after taking second dose, 45 days needed for vaccine to work properly.
I see.
Then almost then after that almost another dose is coming up.
I see.
On Mahanet, it's saying that Tuesday the 9th is Krishna Dvadasi and Jaya Kadasi.
Yeah, so
Krishna
Mahanet,
Ekadasi, Vijay Ekadasi.
Krishna, the Mahanet says the 9th also. Mahanet calendar. So it's the correct date.
It's a Dvadasi like you were asking.
All right.
Okay.
Thank you.
Dwadasi for us. Is it different there, Krishna Kesava Prabhu?
Not difference this time, but I think last month there was difference.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, last month was confusion.
Yes.
Last month there was some confusion because it came on the Dwadasi, not on the Ekadasi.
Yes, Maharaj. If there is some defect, like the timing, then it has moved. That
Yes.
is Asuddha Ekadasi, they say. Suddha Ekadasi.
Right.
Asuddha Ekadasi. It depends on the, sunrise and when the Ekadasi is, coming.
I don't know who made the calendar, but they didn't. They made a mistake there. Anyhow,
Oh,
sometimes they make a mistake.
yes.
To err is human. To forgive is divine.
That's right.
I forget a lot. Well, it's a bad memory. It's not divine. So we are in the page 66.
On page
And
66.
the verse is the number 18.
Okay. Do we read number 17? I don't remember.
I believe so.
I don't remember. Anyhow, let's start with 17. I don't remember reading that one. Anyhow, we can have a repeat.
Yes.
You want to read that one, Rasaraj? 17?
Sure, Maharaj. Jamadi Yoga Sadanasya Varjani Jata. Jamadi Vir Yoga Patai Kamaloba Hato Muhu Mukunda Sevaya Jadvat Tatadatma Samjati. Sri Naradasya. The futility of sense control by yogic practice. The agitated mind, repeatedly taken captive by his enemy in the form of depravity, roots in loss and greed, is directly mastered by serving the Supreme Personality of Godhead Mukunda. It can never be likewise checked or pacified by practicing the Eightfold Yogic Discipline, which is generally based on sensual and mental repression, yama, niyama, etc. Sri Narada.
So, what is your commentary?
Mine. So they said that actually the control the mind, it should be, it's not like trying to control the senses. It's no way they can control that way. They say they can control by the meantime, but then after a while they go on out of control again. So they say that the best way is to try to use the senses, the mind, and everything in Krishna consciousness, and then automatically will be in control. Otherwise, the regular sensual and mental repression, they say that is something for a time being, but not forever.
Why is that?
So they say that the mind is always agitated, it's not under control. So every time we try to control by kind of yoga or repression of the senses, eventually we'll go again and be out of control. So we'll be like just for a time being. But if we use the everything, the senses, the mind intelligence in devotion, then automatically everything will be in control. And there will be a time that actually there will be no bother anymore. But in the meantime, it's like a fight between the mind is trying to control the senses and intelligence.
Muni Maharaj is still there?
मुनि महाराज महाराज पूछ रहे हैं he's making that on Maharaj, the audio.
What? You are cooking something?
No, he's just turning the audio on.
Oh, turning audio on. Maharaj, what did you read this paragraph?
Which one, Maharaj?
Paragraph number 17 on page
66.
Page 66.
Prapanna Jivanamrita.
What is the difference between control of the senses by yoga and control of the senses by devotional service? What is your interpretation of that?
Maharaj, a devotional service is a question of attitude. We are so much in love with our spiritual master that we are doing everything for the satisfaction of both spiritual master as well as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the one part. But the yoga,
Sripad Muni Maharaj, it's a little difficult to hear.
but the yoga part is also recommended by the acharyas for achieving same result. So, for example, we have this body, and so the body has certain system. So when we follow the yogic system, like for example, first principle is get up early in the morning. That itself is a yoga. And when we get up early in the morning, automatically our different parameters of the blood, the urine, of the different, improve. Then they say, don't sleep in daytime. This is part of yoga instruction. And the Vedic Acharya, the devotional service also says, don't sleep in daytime. But if it is without devotional service, then it is just a, then it is just the interest somewhere else. But if somebody is a devotee, then yoga will be helpful in devotional service, because we want three things. We want happy life, that is called sukhayu. We want dirghayu, long life, and we want also hitayu. That means we want a beneficial life, a life which is beneficial to society and beneficial to the spiritual master. So yoga will help in this. So that's what I think.
Okay. Mom, Shantamarsh, what do you have to say?
Maharaj, I'm thinking the control part, Maharaj. It is actually Jiva is not controller by any means. Actually, Jiva is only the energy of the Lord. So how can Jiva be acting as controller of that energy? So the mind is the energy of the Lord. So the control is with Krishna. So it is up to Krishna whether he wants to withdraw or not. Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Maya dakshena prakriti suyate charachara. In my direction, the Maya, the potency is moving. So it is Krishna when he withdraws. That is the only way that, up to him, not by, some our power that we can control. And also there is song written by our Acharya says, Maya re koriya joy chhadano na jai, sadhu kripa bina nahi ko upay. One cannot cross over Maya by one's own strength. It is by the grace of sadhu that one can cross over, the illusionary potency. So I'm thinking, that is applicable here. Then, any yogic process means that is independent of Krishna or any devotee. That is, like a self kind of, practice. There is no higher conception of, the organic, holistic, idea where the individual is related with the purpose of the absolute. That is the difference, actually.
Hmm. And Kanapriya, you have any commentary?
I'm not really not. I was just thinking when Maharaj was saying that about harmonizing with when you in devotion you're harmonizing with the organic whole and it's natural. I was just thinking it's like anything other than serving the Lord is the nature is disturbed. I was just thinking of waters for some reason, like trying to swimming up the wrong stream. So there's always going to be some difficulty and some agitation. Whereas when you harmonize and you serving that higher dimension, that what's our true nature, then everything becomes more harmonized. Like Maharaj was saying, that was my only thought. I'm not really.
Very nice. Yes.
Yeah.
The mind, huh? Yoga is to control the mind. Mind is the enemy. Materially conditioned mind. Yoga, like you were saying, is the control. And that's not our position. We're not the controllers. You want to say something? Okay. Huh? We're not the controller. But there is Very nice you put, Kadapididi, a current. There's already a current that is flowing, the universal current, and it's flowing in a proper direction toward the center.
Hmm.
Mm. And instead of allowing ourselves of surrendering to that current, we're fighting, going in the opposite direction, thinking we can achieve something of our own end, our own direction. Why do the yogis want to control their senses? Is it what Maharaja said, to get peace? Yes, they want to get some peace. That's also there. But then what? Getting peace is not the whole thing. Of course, we want peace so we can concentrate on devotional service. That's another thing. To stop being carried by the current, outgoing current. The yoga is there. But it's not sufficient to get in, go in the direction of the inflowing current. Merely getting peace will not guarantee that we can pick up the proper current, universal current. So Guru, Vaishnava, as Shanta Maharaj was saying, the sadhu, they can direct us toward the universal current. And then we can pick that up. That is a real accomplishment. Huh? That is a real success. Not simply stopping the material activities.
Maharaj, today while we are reading Bhagavad Gita, there is one like in the second chapter, Srila Sridhar Maharaj quoted Bhakti Vinod Thakur, and it is telling there that this Buddhi Yoga, Buddhi Yoga is the source of all the yogas. So that Karma Yoga is also coming from Buddhi Yoga, when action oriented. The yoga is action oriented, and then when the yoga is focused towards some kind of knowledge of getting liberation, which is the case in the case of jnanis or even including yogis. And it says that even Bhakti Yoga is also a product of Buddhi Yoga there, when it is centered around dedication. So then what is the means the highest conception of Buddhi Yoga is Bhakti Yoga? Do we accept like that, or something else? I mean, we know that now it includes also Karma Yoga and Jnana Yoga, but how we differentiate Buddhi Yoga and Bhakti Yoga?
I'm not sure what the answer to that is. What do you have to say?
I was just thinking in that sense. You told, I was thinking about universal, like animal, and the cow and the goat, they are individual, particular, something like that. I the feeling came to me when I was reading that. It means like Buddhi Yoga is like a universal conception of yoga.
Maharaj, Bhakti Vinod Thakur told something.
Huh? What
Bhakti
was
Vinod
that?
Thakur, Bhakti Vinod Thakur told something about that all these different things like Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga are different names. But this is like a particularization of the Buddhi Yoga. The whole conception is called Buddhi Yoga, and the particular form of that yoga can be Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, or Bhakti Yoga.
What is that difference? between Bhakti Yoga, you mean excludes Karma Yoga, definitely, and Jnana Yoga, and the pure state.
According to the developed intelligence, it will be called Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga or Bhakti Yoga. But it is all Buddhi Yoga from top to bottom. From bottom to the highest, it is all different stages of Buddhi Yoga.
But the way it is quoted there, Bhaktivinoda Thakur's that paragraph, it looked like the universal conception of yoga.
Bhakti Yoga and the universal conception of yoga.
Buddhi Yoga, Maharaj.
Uh,
Does he quote
I'm
that
trying
in the
to.
Gita? I'm sure there's that quote in the Gita as well where that's explained, isn't there?
In second chapter.
Is it second chapter?
Second chapter, the verse I have to check. Let me see. Yeah, I got it, Maharaj.
Okay.
I'll be pasting it.
What does it say?
Let me paste it here, Maharaj. It says, it will be revealed that Buddhi Yoga, yoga of wisdom, in a singular path, is a singular path. When Buddhi Yoga is seen to be limited by the ideal of action, it is known as Karma Yoga. When it extends beyond action up to the peak of knowledge, it is known as Jnana Yoga or Sankhya Yoga. When transcending the limitations of both action and knowledge, it touches bhakti or devotion, it is then known as Bhakti Yoga or perfectly pure and complete Buddhi Yoga.
Complete Buddha Yoga.
Yes.
All right. So Bhakti Yoga means complete Buddha Yoga.
Yes,
Is
Maharaj.
that what he's saying?
Yes.
It almost sounds like spirit coming to know itself as spirit, which is why he uses the word buddhi, because it's Buddhi Yoga the whole time, but at a more ignorant stage of practice, it's known as Karma Yoga, and then slightly higher is the Gyan, and then higher than that is the Bhakti, which is the full devotional conception, which then unites it with itself as full and complete Buddhi Yoga.
So Kadapriya likes that idea, huh?
This is a commentary, Mara. This is a commentary to the verse 39 of the second chapter.
Okay.
Where Krishna says, I have revealed to you this knowledge, buddhi, of the soul. Now hear from me how to act in this knowledge, Bhakti Yoga, through which you will be able to free yourself from the bondage of action.
I see. So Buddha Yoga is the concept, pure concept, and then the action that manifests that concept is called Bhakti Yoga. Huh? Every concept has its reality associated with it. So the concept of Bhakti Beauty Yoga means the concept, the unmanifest concept or potential concept, and the actuality of that, and the practice of Buddha Yoga, Bhakti Yoga.
It's like scientific Maharaj, you can say, the practical aspect.
Yes. The manifest aspect, how it manifests. Buddha Yogi manifests as Bhakti Yoga in its full manifestation,
Yes.
or can manifest in karma or gyan also, but in lesser reality, not complete, incomplete. Because Krishna says, everyone follows my path. Hmm? So even the karmis, even the jnanis, they're also following a path. They may become dissatisfied by following the path of karma and jnana, but that is also a process of advancement, of becoming, recognizing what not to do, or what doesn't work. Also learning.
There is a sloka about that.
Huh?
There is a sloka also that in those stages it is jnane parismapyate. All of these steps lead to some realization.
Yes. So in Bhakti Yoga, there are different stages also, right?
Yes.
There's the sadhana stage, the raga stage, and each of those they have different stages within them.
And different states also, Maharaj.
Different
Taste.
taste, yes. So
Maharaj, the Bhakti
yes,
Yoga, is it applicable to the practitioner or the person who already attained the Bhakti?
what is this?
The practice of Bhakti Yoga is applicable to the person who is the practitioner, like the Nitya Siddhas and Nitya Baddhas is explained. So the Bhakti Yoga process is recommended for the means the person who is trying to practice the yoga, seems to me. When that those devotees who are already established in pure love, are they in Bhakti Yoga or something higher than that?
Like is Radharani practicing Bhakti Yoga?
Prem the same as Bhakti Yoga?
Yes, man. That's what I'm
You
asking.
want
That's
to
what.
say? good, good question. What do you say, Muni Maharaj?
Actually, Maharaj, there are different Goswamis. Sanatan Goswami, the position is that he is the knower of the conclusions of all scriptures. The Siddhanta, he knows, Sanatan Goswami.
Yes.
But when it comes to the Rupa Goswami, then there is mentioned that the kingdom of love, Prem Rajya. And in that kingdom of love, there is no end. So, so there is no boundary to that. So it seems that the practice of that part must be there, but then we cannot conclude anything like this is the ultimate there, in the sense that it is ever expanding and its depth is like difficult to conceive. So I think that the practice part, that is following the instruction of those particular acharyas and the relishment of those states cannot be separate.
What did he say? I couldn't hear. Very
Maharaj,
clear.
what he's saying, that practice and releasement, they cannot be separated.
The practice and the attainment
No,
of the
releasing,
goal,
releasing,
relation.
releasing,
Oh,
releasement.
relishing. I
Yes.
see. Okay.
Because there is a class of devotees who are Rupanugos, like who are in that mood. So what
Right.
they think and what they do, so one must be also able to follow that.
Yes.
There is a kingdom.
Of
At the
course.
same time,
Yes.
and there is at the same time, the relishment part is also there. So
Okay.
it's a kingdom of love, but the kingdom which has no boundaries. Like you cannot set a boundary to that kingdom. But in the case of Siddhanta, conclusive knowledge, there is a boundary. But here there is no boundary.
I see.
Maharaj, the yoga word, it is like one is trying to connect, or what you can say,
No, I mean in
union.
in the highest platform, even in the spiritual world, even in Goloka Vrindavan. Uh, what is that called? Uh, what is that called? And yoga is also called yoga in the highest plane. This world is Mahayogi, and in that world it's called what?
Oh, Yogamaya, Mahamaya,
Yogamaya. Yogamaya, yes.
yes,
Yogamaya, and Mahamaya, huh? Yogamaya is there. Yogamaya is Radharani also. Huh? She is Yogamaya. So yoga is there. Yoga means as conjunction, union. Yugala. Huh? Yugala, yoga, these are the same words. Yugala Murti, combination of Radha and Krishna. So yoga doesn't only mean some practice. We are engaging in yoga, bhakti yoga, that is also uniting with Krishna. That is definitely conjoining with Krishna. So anyone who is joining with Krishna like that is called yoga. Prem, prem bhakti. Sometimes it's called prema bhakti. So that depends on the intensity of the feeling, the rasa. So to call Radharani service to Krishna bhakti yoga, I don't know. I don't usually speak of it that way because we are practicing bhakti yoga. We don't want to think that Radharani is doing the same thing we are doing. But in some sense, it is also true, right? We are serving her. Yes?
But bhakti yoga, like we are intentionally practicing bhakti yoga for some results, like to purify and serve the Vaishnavas so we can leave material contamination. But I don't remember ever hearing that Radharani is trying to purify herself. She has the prem and she's acting out of prem. She's not trying to engage in some kind of activity so that she can become pure. And like she's just spontaneously doing whatever she's doing, and it all is in reference to Krishna because she's just completely overcome with prem.
Well, I wouldn't be so quick to say that because I remember when Sri was talking about when Radharani met Krishna in Kurukshetra. Krishna was saying, "I'm so fallen. I'm not serving you. I love you. Have so much love for me, and I'm going out doing all kinds of other things and forgetting about you, breaking your heart. So what kind of person, a lousy person, am I?" And then Radharani said in return, "Oh, I'm the lousy person because, I'm complaining like a hen pecking wife that you should come home with me and you have your duties to do. I shouldn't be complaining. I'll let you do your duties and encourage you in that way." And this way, they were both showing how terrible they were, how impure they were. Okay? So that kind of mood is not restricted. We can't restrict what Radharani and Krishna feel in these ways, this way. So we don't know. Guru Maharaj also told that we're not interested in getting to Krishna. We're interested in the search for Krishna. Uh, that search is the highest thing. That in itself, like
So can that be called Bhakti Yoga, Maharaj?
a
Is
search for
there any
Krishna.
difference? Is there any difference between Bhakti Yoga and pure Bhakti?
Well, of course, there's a difference because just like in Bhakti Yoga, there are different stages. Also, as Muni Maharaj was saying, different tastes. So there are different stages in Bhakti Yoga. We can be practicing sadhana or raganuga bhakti. Right? So it depends. There's the gradation. At the highest stage, Shuddha Bhakti is there also. Shuddha Bhakti. So I don't know in terms of terms, if it's proper to call Bhakti Yoga and Prem Bhakti are the same thing. It depends. If we want to think of the whole different ranges, spectrum of bhakti, of devotional service, then Bhakti Yoga covers that whole spectrum. Whereas Prem covers a particular part of that spectrum, the high utmost, the topmost practice of Bhakti Yoga. You understand? So the name might change, or the name might be the same for all the different stages of Bhakti Yoga, but the highest level is still there, the Prem Bhakti. Uh, and when is it? When do you say the pastimes of Krishna, who are those who are the associates of the Lord? They're engaged in devotional service. Is that called Bhakti Yoga? That their devotional service, or is that just the pastimes of the Lord and His uh, parikar?
Maharaj, we have to say, I feel that we have to say that the yoga is already implicit in that. So it is not spelled out as yoga. It is spelled out as Prema Bhakti. That is service uh, motivated out of pure love. But the yoga part is implicit. It may not be made explicit there because their feelings and their what to say love for their particular groups and particular seekers of knowledge spontaneous. It's very spontaneous and in a developed stage. That means the different groups will have different what to say standards of exchange. So
Uh,
that is already developed. It's already developed there. So yoga is already developed into particular type of exchange among those devotees. So it becomes more condensed love, spontaneous love.
Maharaj, yoga generally understood in a sense like a practice to attain a means, actually. Even if you see the Hatha Yoga or, Gyan Yoga or whatever, they wants to practice that to attain certain, goal,
but
actually.
I think that's not correct because I gave the example of Yoga Maya.
Yes,
Or is Radharani. There doesn't mean any practice, huh? Does it?
yes, yes.
So
Except for
yoga
one
can
thing,
be used in a way that doesn't mean practice also. Yes, Maharaj?
the only thing is that there is instructions of Srimati Radharani, and from that is flowing all the other activities.
I can't understand what you said.
The
Maharaj,
instruction
the
of the
only
body
thing is
and
that
all activities are coming
though
from
there is
within.
no central yoga kind of thing there in that sense, but still there is instructions, instruction of Sri
I see.
from where everything is developing.
Okay.
So that is the what to say very carefully. It is very we followed very uh, with care and some kind of what to say few considerations at least on that point.
What is the scriptural definition of Bhakti Yoga? What what scriptural quote describes Bhakti Yoga?
That is service with love, bhattam priti purvakam,
Huh?
bhajatam priti purvakam.
I can't hear.
Bhajatam Priti Purvakam.
Bhajatam Pritipa.
Purvakam.
Another way, anugatyam.
How does it start?
Anugatyam,
He's
anugatyam.
saying about Anugatya.
But what is that verse that says define Bhakti Yoga? Uh,
Yogi,
There is a definition of Bhakti is there by Rupa Goswami.
Rupa Goswami, yes. What is that verse?
It says that,
Anya Vilasita
Ashida
Sunya
Sunya, Jnana Karma
Karma
Dhyanam.
Jnana Avitam Anukulena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhakti Ruchite.
Bhakti Uttama means the Uttam Bhakti. That means
The highest, purest form of bhakti.
yes.
Anya Vilasita. And devoid of all these things, Anya, without any of these things, Anya Vilasita Sunyam. Sunyam, devoid of, of all those things. Anya Vilasita Sunyam Jnana Karma Niravitam. Karma, Jnana, and yoga. There it gives yoga. Anya Vilasita Sunyam Karma Ganavritam Anukulena Krishnanushilanam Bhakti, which is favorable. But I heard there's some discrepancy over that also. Not just like sometimes when Mother Yasoda is beating Krishna, is that favorable? Is that favorable service? So we have to understand Anukulena Krishnanu Shilanam Bhakti Ruchite.
sometimes I heard that like Yashoda, Mother Yashoda doesn't like so much Krishna is going out daily. So the cowherd boys they will come and they will request mother, if you don't allow him to come out, then how the cowherd boys will go for the herding of the cows. You must allow, and out of very much like a deep love, they are making a petition to her. So then, hearing that petition, she's allowing also. So there is some kind of what to say mutual mixing of the rasas at appropriate points, and that makes it more sweet. It's not that they're opposing rasas. They are not opposing rasas, but they are uh, like mutually nourishing each other, but in a particular form.
Uh,
So there are so many beautiful songs. Just the cowherd boys are making that request, mother, how we can go, how the cowherd boys will go without Krishna. So like that.
uh, I'm thinking Bhakti Yoga may be considered our endeavor to serve Krishna, but that which those who serve Krishna through by His will are engaged in the satisfaction of His desires by His will. That's another level. Bhakti Yoga is our will trying to go to serve, satisfy Krishna. But these things are very difficult because our will and His will, they're not really different.
Maharaj,
We are
that
surrendered. Yes.
what you have said, that seems to be what conclusion is coming in Bhagavad Gita, because Krishna talks about all these yogas, and that the finally he says that you give up all those things and you just surrender to me.
No, that's Dharma. That's not yoga.
Yes.
Uh,
But he says that you forget about all
Dharma.
that thing that I have to.
The Dharma. He didn't say yoga.
Yes.
Sarva Dharmam Paritaja.
Yes.
Well, there's a chapter.
Maharaj,
Yes.
I remember that Srila Guru Maharaj explained in one of the books that what we understand as devotion means is to follow the instruction of Krishna. That's what we call that devotees. But they say that in the spiritual world, as we know as devotees that they follow the rules is until Santa Rasa. But if we see beyond that, in Sankhya Rasa, Vatsalya, and Madhurya, we see sometimes in the past time that the associate of Krishna, sometimes they do the opposite of what Krishna wants. Like a Krishna try to eat something, a Mother Yasoda say no. So this is the highest relationship when the associate try to like go against the Krishna will. So Srila Guru Maharaj explained that what we know as devotees is until Santa Rasa, but beyond that is another relationship. That's what he tried to explain. That we don't follow the person. They don't follow what Krishna wants. Sometimes they go in opposition, and that is the highest rasa, the highest lila.
Yes.
That kind of matches here.
What did it say? You tell us what you found.
So in Bhagavad Gita, chapter 12 is called Bhakti Yoga. And the last shloka says, I'm just going to read the English first. Those faithful devotees who, knowing me as the supreme goal of life, wholeheartedly follow the nectarian path I have described, are very dear to me. So that relates to what Rasaraj Prabhu said, because he's saying those faithful devotees who are very dear to me are following the nectarian path I have described. And that's the concluding verse of the chapter called Bhakti Yoga. So it's about following his guidance. And so what Rasaraj Prabhu just said would, higher than Bhakti Yoga is doing the opposite of what Krishna said, because it's sweeter in the proper way. So
one important consideration will be the satisfaction of Krishna. What makes Krishna satisfied?
I can't hear what he's saying.
I'm saying, Maharaj, one of the important point is that what makes Krishna satisfied? Satisfaction of Krishna. So, for example, Mahaprabhu requested Murari Gupta to follow Krishna and follow the instructions of Srimati Radharani. This is what Mahaprabhu told to Murari Gupta. But Murari tried, but he could not forget Sitaram. Then Mahaprabhu accepted that also. But Mahaprabhu really wished that he could do this. But later on he accepted whatever Murari Gupta wanted. So according to the devotees, how much they can accept what they are what they're feeling within their heart. To that level, then that is one point. But Krishna satisfaction, if we see, then it goes to the highest point. And in that question, there will be the particular mood and instructions that is in that particular group of Srimati Radharani. So, according to what one has been able to develop in that line, there will be some kind of, what to say, difference also. Not that everybody can, achieve it so easily.
Uh,
So, like what Srila Siddha Maharaj says, I read that in one place, Maharaj, that the main point is the following the instructions of Srimati Radharani. This is the main point.
Guru.
Yes. If somebody has a dominating position, it is very easy to do things. But if one receives a very like a submissive position, then if he is able to continue, then there is another question also.
Mhm.
So these are the different what to say points in that what to say in that world. The question of negativity, how much negative one can be, and sometimes it may be like most essential to be negative. Otherwise, it is impossible.
So the aim is to go back to home, back to Godhead.
Not just that, Maharaj.
I'm sorry?
I'm saying
Not just that.
God has many
That's
other
what
Godhead.
Prabhupada said. Go back to home, back to Godhead.
Yes, I said that.
I wanted to say something else beside that, though.
Maharaj Krishna Kesava Prabhu sing just now. The goal is that Hari Haray Nama song says that Tader Charana Sevi Bhakta Sannivas Janame Janame Hoye Abhilas. This birth after birth, I want to just serve devotees. So maybe that is also back to Godhead in a higher sense, actually.
Well, I was going to say next is that Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur said that surrendering, complete surrender to Guru is what it means to go back to home, back to Godhead.
Yes,
Complete surrender to Guru is the meaning of going back to home. Can you understand that? That's what his conclusion is, his Siddhanta, as he sees it. So the thing is surrender, Sharanagati. Hmm? Once that's there, then we'll understand all these things about Prem and Bhakti Yoga and all the other things. And until we reach that point, we're floating in unknowing territory. Why is there an echo? What? Everyone is silent now. The object is to surrender, huh? That's all with Gita.
I think Maharaj, two mics are on together. One
I
has to be
think
muted.
that I think Krishna Keshava had his mic on.
Yes, yes. The phone is on.
once we stop our own independent life, a life of independence, then we will know how we are part and parcel of the Supreme Lord. And his pastimes, his activities, his will is our real existence. Then that is yoga, oneness. Oneness, and there's still difference. We are the energy, and he is the energetic. We are the predominated, he is the predominator. And the pastimes of the Lord can manifest. Audible. Interesting discussion.
Maharaj, when I was reading, I was thinking about what Srila Sridhar Maharaj told you about that Buddhi Yoga is higher than Bhakti
Yeah,
Yoga.
yes.
And then this slok, this quote, it seems to be, it sounded like, Buddhi Yoga is something like universal conception. And then,
Yes. That's what I say. Back Buddha Yoga means the conception of the highest conception of bhakti, the most complete conception. And Bhakti Yoga is manifesting that, is a manifestation of how that occurs in different stages. Particular manifestations of Buddha Yoga. I think that's maybe the proper way of saying it. I've never really heard it described in that way, but that seems logical or consistent to me.
Maharaj, when I was reading for last few months all this, the books of Srila Sridhar Maharaj and some of Govinda Maharaj, and I was remembering all these things that you have told. Somehow those points are coming, Maharaj. Those
Irrelevant,
you,
huh?
the relevant points you already told me, all those points, and
Okay.
I was thinking about that.
Um, but now, what are you doing? You're giving Bhagavad Gita class on Saturday?
Maharaj, this Nepal devotees, they wanted, to meet every week. So I was just reading from Bhagavad Gita, Maharaj. And
Oh,
just I'm Hindi, they understand in Hindi. So I'm telling them in Hindi on
I see.
that. Even though my Hindi is not so perfect, Maharaj, but I learned the Hindi from just, in my childhood, just seeing some TV or some friends, I learned. But they can understand somehow.
Acharya Maharaj understands, does
He
Hindi
can
also?
understand. He can understand because Bengali and Odia is similar to Hindi, but he cannot speak very like properly like
Fluently.
Hindi. Yes, the words are similar, Maharaj.
Huh? You don't know Nepali?
No, a few
Oh,
words I can, but they understand Hindi. Fortunately, most of them, so I can interact.
okay. That's good. Very nice.
They are coming in some good number during Gaur Purnima.
Oh, yes?
Yes,
How will they
Ramani
come?
is being
By bus?
by train.
By train?
Yes,
Oh, that train that goes to, what is that called?
Roxol.
Roxall?
Yes,
The other name I'm familiar with. I can't remember now what it
the
is.
train name, Maharaj. Train name you're saying?
No, the place on the border between India and Nepal. We used to go there.
Oh, Birganj, Roxol,
Roxall, I remember.
Kakarvita, Siliguri. The
No,
many borders,
that's just at the
Maharaj.
border. Just at the border. We're just at the border. Oh, I don't remember the one we went to. Yeah, we go there sometime.
Janakpur is also border.
No.
There are many borders points, Maharaj, where train goes.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, that
Nepal is
brings.
connected with many borders. There is also Nepal Ganj. You might have gone through Nepal Ganj also.
No, it was a particular name, and I can't remember it right now. But
Muzaffarpur, that after that Roxol coming, Bir Ganj coming,
but they have to stop there and
Virat.
get off the
That's
train. They have to stop there and get off the
yes.
train.
They have to get off the train. Then they have to walk and cross the border
Oh, I see.
by some auto or taxi, whatever.
And then they
They
can
have to cross.
take the train further from there to.
No train. Bus. To go to
Oh,
Kathmandu, you cannot take train. Bus.
anyhow,
But you go into Nepal just by road.
I hope they will be okay because a lot of close contact there.
Yes.
Anyone is sick, they all get sick.
Yes, Maharaj.
I think Krishna will protect them all.
Yes, Maharaj.
All right, I think we stop. Shall we stop here?
Thank you, Maharaj.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you, and Mani Maharaj and Rasaraj Prabhu, Kanapriya, Therese, Krishna Ketu. My dhanavats to you all.
जय विष्णुपाद परमहंस परिवार जय गुरु श्रील भक्ति माधव पुरी महाराज की जय गौर भक्त वृंद की
Jai.
जय दंडवत
Be safe.
to all devotees.
Yeah.
Be safe.
Oh, next Saturday may be daylight savings time, so Sangha might be different time.
Oh, it is already changing.
Well, it changes next Saturday, so it's a little confusing.
Next Sunday.
No, it changes next Saturday.
Saturday, 2:00 in the morning for Sunday. So
Saturday in the night.
Oh,
Yeah.
so next Saturday will be
So
same
will not
time.
affect the day.
Yeah.
Should be the
And
next
follow
week.
The one after
Yeah.
that.
Following Saturday, yeah.
Okay.
Means what date?
The 20th.
20th.
20th will
Then
be
we'll be
different day.
we'll be attending from Ekachakra then, or Navadip.
Oh, that'll be nice.
Dandavat Maharaj, Dandavat to all devotees.
Dandavat.
Wonderful.
No.